Hello, this is Brother Oats. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse number 1. I said in mine heart, go to now. I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore, enjoy pleasure. And behold, this also is vanity. The preacher, probably Solomon, set out to prove or test a deliberate and calculated attempt learned by personal experience about pleasure. He began his search for pleasure by looking into the wine cellar. In verse number 3, I sought in mine heart to give myself unto wine. Verse 4 and 5 and 6, he looked at something new. Verse 4 says, I made me great works that included palaces, parks, and pools. In verse number 7, he looked at flocks and bonds, or servants and cattle. In fact, 2 Chronicles chapter 2 and verse number 2 says that he had 153,600 servants, the pleasure of power. Verse number 8, he looked at the bank and banquets, the treasury, singers, musical instruments. Verse 9 and 10, he summarizes his pursuit of pleasure. He held nothing back, and finally he made an amazing discovery in verse number 11 when he says, Then I looked at all the works that my hands had wrought. And he came to this conclusion: chasing pleasure without God was like chasing a bubble only to touch it and watch it burst. It was vanity, emptiness, nothing there. Therefore, the conclusion, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse number 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. You see, in the race to chase pleasure apart from God, you'll never cross the finish line. Bereans, search the scriptures. God bless you.